Sorry, Misfits. It's not just your color. Gonna have to share. My man, Flabstract better get screen time. They're in the lobby, but they are not in the match. I don't know. Could be a secret weapon here for Outliers. Yet to find out. So the last regular season match for both these teams. Like I said, Outliers will be continuing their season. I don't think. I think Outliers have clinched division. I mean, the number 1 seed in Division 3 right now. I don't think it's possible for any other team to steal it from them. So, all the formality at the moment. Why are we adding people? 1 second. I got it. We're all good. All right, here we go. Division 3 has been not the best it could have been this season, and that is all my fault. But we're gonna get things all sorted out for next season. We got a much better format, but Instigators still with a chance to put an exclamation point on this season going up against this Outliers team. Beanie gonna be coming out on the Doomfist. Finally get to watch some Doom today. Unfortunately gonna be swarmed and finished off by Water. Searsai will get the res off just in time. But now does Beanie escape? Beanie will escape. Shifty not gonna be as lucky. Outliers gonna snatch the point and start ticking down. Yeah, there's no gray. Normally I do Instigators the color that Outliers are right now. There's really no good color for Instigators. I've made them red, I've made them purple, I've made them green now. I really don't know what color to make them. So I usually just choose a color that looks good with the other team's color. All Outliers so far. Not sure if the Instigators have gotten a pick yet. Already getting close to the 50% mark. Yeah.
I am the Junker Queen.
So Outliers clinching the 1 seed means they are playing in the finals of this division no matter what. They are going to be taking on the winner of the semifinals match, which is most likely going to be Evergreen and Phrases. One of those teams might be able to give them a run for their money.
Come on, try me.
We saw Phrases definitely had an opportunity, and if they tighten things up, they could really give Outliers a match. Evergreen, we don't know. We didn't get to see Evergreen at their strength. Fortunately, they had an emergency sub in their match, and we weren't really able to feel out if Evergreen could possibly give Outliers a run for their money. So it's still kind of an unknown. Vitality going to get a pick for Instigators, going to finish off Shadow Fox. We'll see if that is enough of a push to get some more picks. Wazoo also going to get Heathens, so 2 kills there. But at 95%, this objective is just going to tick down. They're going to finish off the last couple of stragglers. Going to try and touch, but they're going to be met with a Genji Blade. And they're going to get sliced up like sashimi. They do get one more touch. But unfortunately, they will all fall, and that is going to be 100% to 0. So Connie, I don't doubt it, but here's my problem with it, Connie. Braces and Evergreen was really close, right? I totally understand that game could have gone either way, right? But what I'm telling you is that Outliers versus Braces was not very close, right? So if Braces and Evergreen came down to literally 1 team fight, we can maybe assume that they are about the same skill level, right? But how is Evergreen going to go from 1 team fight within Braces like skill level to beating Outliers? You know, that's the problem. That's the bridge we need to gap. That's how I don't see anyone really giving Outliers any problems this season. Now, if Outliers keeps the same roster going into Season 5, which is not a given, they might go other places. They might not even stay in the league. Outliers is not going to be facing teams like this next season. Outliers is going to be facing Division 2 and Division 1 teams next season, if they keep this roster, right? Then, we're going to see a little bit of pressure put on them. Division 3 just doesn't really have the pressure that this team needs, you know, to give them an actual match. Pretty long team fight there. Outliers will come out on top. They're going to go get this thing started. We'll see what counter we have. Beanie going to be on the hog this time around. Shifty actually going to get Shadow Fox. So they're going to have an early 5v4. We'll see if they can turn it into a team fight win and cap the point. They weren't able to cap it last time. Oh, Junior, let's spill the tea, man. What's going on? Was it you? Hopefully. No. Instigators gonna get a couple of kills that team fight, but ultimately not gonna be enough to wipe out the horde of Outliers that just keep on coming. I'm just kidding, Junior. You know it's a joke. Alright. First map might be in the books here. We're getting about 60%. This is it. I am interested to see where we'll be taken next. Vitality will get Shadow Fox. Shadow Fox, they're always able to get Shadow Fox at least. Maybe it's because, like I said, I feel like they might be off-rolling. I normally only see Shadow Fox on support. And they're going to cap it. They're going to cap it. They are going to get more percentage this time. And Vitality heating up quite a bit, actually. Vitality getting a double kill in this team fight. There's a pulse bomb there. And not going to be able to escape. Water going to get a triple using the Juno ult well. And they're going to be able to get a team kill, flipping back at 75%. And Skater's probably going to have just one more chance.
We must accelerate.
You know, Junior, I would take offense to that, but I do solo the buffet, and I take pride in that. When I go to the buffet, I don't eat anything all day, and I get my money's worth. I make them regret allowing me to go back as many times as I want. Every single time. That's not the insult you think it is. Shifty with a double, but unfortunately no HP. And Wazoo not going to be able to touch in time, so map 1 going to be in the books. Outliers gonna continue, and you might think when I said Saturn was the only team that hadn't lost a map yet, you might think, well, when did Outliers lose a map? Outliers lost a map to Saviors. They beat Saviors 2-1. Outliers seemed to put in, you know, a lower powered lineup for that first map, and then when they lost that first map, they didn't hesitate to throw in the Avengers, as I like to call it. All right, just real quickly, let's go over the matches for tomorrow, the last day of the Season 4 regular season. It feels like just yesterday I was drawing up the schedule for this. Phoenix versus Legion is going to be our Division 1 match tomorrow. Polar versus Phantoms is going to be Division 2. If you watch one match tomorrow, watch that one. It's going to be insane. If you watch 2, definitely watch Celestials versus Angels. That has very important impact on the playoffs for both of those teams. And then we're going to finish the day with Saviors versus Evergreen. Technically, that is also a playoff match. The winner of Saviors versus Evergreen will be going to the playoffs. The loser is out. Though,
It would be an honor, my friend.
Don't exactly anticipate it'll be close, unfortunately. Could be wrong, though. I'd love to be wrong. Thank you, Everclear, for the follow. Appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in for the matches today. Really appreciate you taking time to drop that follow. Meeting for tomorrow's games? Yeah. Week 5 is always the best. I mean, the last week's always the best. Lots of subs for both teams here. The Instigators are swapping their supports. We're going to have Penguin Gamer and Mayday coming in on support. For Outliers, looks like Karai is moving to tank. Let Me Nano You coming in on DPS. Mango Memes coming in on DPS. Abstract coming in. I don't remember who said that they needed to see some full Abstract playtime, but here you go. And Horny swapping from tank over to support. So everybody swapping. Weird. Everybody on Outliers with a different look here. And I would say on average, I think this is still an insane Outliers lineup in here. But on average, it should be easier than last map, in my opinion. Like, unless something has changed, I don't think Karai is a tank player. They're currently on tank. Shifty gonna get one there on Mango Memes. Not sure if this is Outliers trying to, you know, give the olive branch here and try and make this a closer game by off-rolling. If that's what they're doing, then lots of respect for them. But it might not matter. This defense has still been absolutely rock solid, even considering the changes. We are already at the 2-minute mark. We're getting close to some ults though for Instigators, so if they use these well and can strike quickly before, you know, the counter ults come out for Outliers, then it's not crazy to think that they can get this first point. Meanie especially gonna drop it right on top of them. Ooh, it's a big punch. It could get the Lucio and does. But here comes those Outliers ults that we were waiting on. As soon as Instigators started getting some momentum, we knew that Outliers were sitting on ults, and they are not going to be shy with them. Here they come. But Instigators might still be coming out on top. They've got a Torb and a Ryan to deal with, but that's kind of it. Counter charge from Karai. Karai getting low, going to be able to get this health pack. Beanie should be able to finish this one off. Oh no, the reinforcements came at the worst time. Now they're back to ground zero. Just unfortunate luck there, but great holding on from Karai there. That counter charge was huge. If they don't counter charge there, they definitely die. And then they'd be tankless. And who knows, Instigators could have waltzed on into the point, snatched it right up. Yo, Vitality, are you good? Look, what is this cursor? What is this cursor? I'm not even saying the aim is bad, it's just... Dude is like, must be on 1,000 milligrams of caffeine. Cursor's going everywhere. 30 seconds last opportunity for the Instigators to try and make a mark on this point. They've gotten picks, they've just not been able to get them all at the same time. Vitality with a high noon. That's the only ult in the lobby right now. If they can go quick, they can get it done before we get the shatter from Karai and the beat from Horny. All resting on Vitality here. We'll see if they can make it big. Here it comes. Karai using the shield though. Still gonna get the Lucio. There's the opening pick. They've got 2 ticks. But here comes the shatter. Let Me Nano You going ham on the Torb. Gonna get 3. Gonna stop them from getting this point. Just the support's alive. Just Mayday. And that is gonna be the end of round 1.
Score 0-0. Switching sides.
Must have been dared to play at like 2,000 DPI. That's funny.
Initiating match.
Alright, we're going to be swapping sides here. Crucially, I don't know if you saw at the end, but Instigators did get about 2 ticks and a little bit of change. So they do have a win condition, as shocking as it seems. If they can keep Outliers from capping about like 2.5 ticks, they do have a win condition to win this map. There will be no tie.
Ready for battle.
Frankly, I don't know if we've had a tie all season. I think we have gone the entire regular season without a single tie. We did have, I think, one last season. Saturn versus Saviors. Only OGs remember. I think that might have been the only tie in this league's history.
I have always wondered what it is like being inside an orb.
He says, don't even think about it.
Alright, Instigators holding on for dear life. They've got really nothing at stake here. But this will mark the end of their season if they cannot hold this point.
Defend objective A.
I'm looking forward to next season for Instigators. I think the new format will fit this team a lot better. This is a team that, to be frank with you, would beat a lot of teams in our league, but unfortunately they're in a division where that is just not possible. Which is why divisionless Overwatch next season is going to allow teams like them to shine. So if you're an Instigators player or fan, please hold on. I know this has been a rough season, and you can totally blame me for that. Abstract feeling out the point from behind. Joined by Karai on the ball. They're already sniffing the point here. One team fight would do it to finish 4-0 on the season. Karai getting low. Shifty's gonna finish him off. Hold your horses. Shifty going straight for Horny. The Zen is in trouble. Finishes him off. There's a fire right there too, by the way. An Abstract off the map, so that's both supports down. Okay, holding for about 2 team fights now. They know it's the last chance, and they are holding very well. Hold on. Bear with me. There's another pick. And like I said, they have a win condition. If you see the little yellow arrow on the capture mark, that is where Outliers need to get this to win. But if they don't, then Instigators could win this map. Shifty especially really heating up on this Reaper, getting pick after pick. What's going on now? This is like a completely different game. Maybe Outliers want another raffle. Raffles are pretty juicy, man. Definitely can't rule that out. They need exactly 77%. Oh, you're right. You're right. Well said. I like how you just saying raffle made a couple people enter the raffle. Like they completely forgot. That's funny. Could be the last raffle, unless Instigators. That is true. If Instigators win this, there will be one more. But Vitality goes down. They do have all 5 ults. They need to use some now that they're a player down. Here's 1. There's 2. There's 3. But unfortunately, they lose Shifty in the process, so they're not able to have a positive swing. Mayday is going to shoot Mango Memes out of the sky, but their tank is getting low and not going to be able to survive. Horny getting low, but going to be able to finish off Beanie, and that might spell the end. Outliers have got to the point now. Vitality's in the area with an overclock. Someone else is in the area too. I don't know exactly who. It's all up to Vitality to save the season. Shifty teleporting the point, but not going to be able to get there in time. Outliers going to finish the season 4-0, almost with a perfect map record, just losing a single map.
Of the game.
Round of healing. Tusatsumiya.